After running a gauntlet of the area's top teams to begin the season, Deltona and Atlantic both entered tonight's contest looking for a statement win that will give them momentum heading into the second half of the season. Two teams looking for answers on offense and stability on defense collide, and on this second Friday of October, either the Sharks or the Wolves will walk away with their first win of 2020. Hello and a very warm welcome to Deltona Stadium, on the campus of Deltona High School in Deltona Beach, Florida. My name is Michael Torello, and this is Atlantic Shark Football on MJT Sports Productions. It is a gorgeous night this evening, 79 degrees, partly cloudy, a blue sky peeking between the clouds as the sun goes down behind me. The Wolves and the Sharks are just finishing their warm-ups down on the field. Let's talk some football before we get underway. The big storyline coming into tonight's game is that when the season began, both Deltona and Atlantic will have circled October the 9th as their first big opportunity to pick up a win. The Wolves come in 0-3 with losses to Seabreeze, DeLand, and Mainland on their record. And the Sharks, after having a bye in Week 1, have fallen to both Matanzas and Seabreeze. Neither one of these teams have scored an offensive touchdown this season, with the lone points for Deltona coming from a safety and fumble recovery return for a touchdown all the way back in Week 1. Both teams are also looking for definitive performance on the defensive side of the ball. It was always going to be difficult going against some of the area's best attacking threats, as Mainland scored on every possession except one against Deltona last week, and Atlantic have struggled at times to stop talented individual playmakers like Matanzas' Noah Cundiff and Seabreeze's Amir Brown. Tonight, two first-year head coaches are also looking for their first wins in Volusia County, both Jeff Smothers for Deltona and Chris Brown for Atlantic, are new to this season and will see this game as the perfect opportunity to get one in the win column before the first time. I spoke to Atlantic head coach Chris Brown before tonight's contest and to get his thoughts on tonight's matchup against Deltona. I'm here with Coach Brown right before Atlantic kicks off against Deltona here on Friday, October the 9th. Coach, what was the feeling in this week in practice coming against the play Deltona?
It was a scene where we just wanted to get better, and the guys understood what we were trying to do, and I think we definitely did a great job of it.
How are we doing on injuries? Because I know last week at Seabreeze a couple of guys went down. Everybody healthy and ready to go?
No, we're missing quite a few players tonight, but that's okay though. We got some young guys that are going to step up, and we'll be okay.
It seemed like it's just shy of coming together for you on offense. What have you worked on this week that allow you to break through?
We mainly just worked on the plays that we've been working on and just repetition, and I think we're finally starting to really gel now.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck tonight.
All right, appreciate it.
That was the Deltona Band off to listeners' right, playing the national anthem. Now it's time to take a look at some of the names you'll be hearing over and over and again. Here is the Week's 4 edition of Players to Listen For. For Atlantic, quarterback John Killingsworth leads the way. He's 9 of 18 for 88 yards with 2 interceptions last week. The main running back is Richard Ballard. His main contributions come out of receiving, as he has 34 yards receiving and 17 yards per catch. Defensively, Jacob Williams, the defensive back, leads the way with the team's only turnover, an interception Week 2 against Matanzas, and kicker and punter Istvan Wallace averages 31 yards per punt. For the Deltona Wolves, Orion Joyner is a backup quarterback, expected to split starts with Chaz Williams. Williams, the junior, 0-2, 10 of 23 for 71 yards, no touchdowns, 4 interceptions. The captains are out tonight. It is John Killingsworth, the quarterback for Atlantic, and Moses Shepard, the senior defensive lineman for Deltona. Also for Deltona, they'll be looking for wide receiver Anthony Antanda. The 6'2", 190 junior had 5 receptions for 41 yards last week. And on defense, Xavier Martinez has recorded 20 total tackles, 1 sack, and 4 tackles for loss. He also is a running back with 10 yards on the season. And now as we get closer to kickoff between the Sharks and the Wolves, let's visit our MJT Sports Productions keys to the game. For Atlantic, it's protect quarterback John Killingsworth. He has faced pressure on most dropbacks this season, and completing passes downfield will be a big part of the Sharks' game plan tonight. On defense for Atlantic, you got to be ready for anything. Deltona has used 3 different quarterbacks this season, so make note of who is under center and adjust accordingly. For the Deltona Wolves, they've got to get receivers in space. They have talent on the outside with Anthony Antana and Elijah Jones. They will look to take advantage of one-on-one matchups in the passing game. And on Deltona's defense, you've got to turn the ball over. Deltona's only points this season have come on the defensive side of the ball, a safety and a fumble return for a touchdown. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with kickoff between the Wolves and the Sharks. This is Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions. Welcome back. We are just about set for kickoff between I'm the here Atlantic with Sharks Coach and the Brown Deltona right Wolves. before The Atlantic Wolves kicks off won, against the Sharks Deltona won the here on toss Friday, 32-3 October the 9th. the second half. Coach, So what they was will the kick off feeling in going this from week in broadcast practice coming right against to the play, left. Deltona?
It
Silver helmets, white
was
jerseys,
a
silver numbers,
scene where we
black
just wanted to
pants,
get
and
better,
teal
and the
trim.
guys understood what we were trying to do, and I think we definitely did a great job of it.
Their kicker is
How are we doing on
Ismail
injuries?
Wallace.
Because I
He
know
has the
last
ball
week
to
at
the
Seabreeze, a
40-yard
couple of
line.
guys
Back
went
too
down.
deep
Everybody
to
healthy and ready
receive.
to go?
For
No,
Deltona is
we're
Elijah
missing,
Jones,
we're
their
missing quite a
defensive
few
back,
players tonight, but that's
and
okay.
wide
We got some young
receiver,
guys who
he's
are going
a
to step up, and
senior.
we'll be okay.
He is one of their main
It
threats on the
seemed
outside
like
receiving
it's
the ball, but I'm sure
just
we'll
shy of
be
coming together
hearing
for
a
you
lot
on
from him
offense.
tonight.
What have you
Deltona,
worked on this
white
week that
helmets,
allow you to
blue
break through?
jerseys, white
we
pants,
mainly just
gray
worked on
numbers,
the plays
and
that
white
we've been
and
working
blue
on,
trim.
and
They
just
are
repetition.
just
And
about
I think
set
we're finally
to
starting
go.
to really gel now.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck tonight.
All right, appreciate it.
The whistle blows. Apologies for the slight technical delay. But we are just about set for kickoff. Here, Wallace approaches the football with the right foot. It's gone short, and it's going to be caught at the Deltona 40-yard line. So the Wolves will bring it out to the 41.
Deltona recovers ball. They will start off at their own 42.
Make that the 42-yard line.
After tonight's game, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to go to the fifth quarter get-together across the street on Wolfpack Run at Fort Town Community Church.
So we will see who's starting at quarterback.
Everyone invited, student body, faculty, staff, administration, parents, family, and friends.
For the Wolves. They are going broadcast left to right. White helmets, blue jerseys, white pants, gray numbers. Silver helmets, white jerseys, silver numbers, black pants for the Sharks. The quarterback is Chaz Williams. He's got two to the left, one to the right. He takes the snap. He's going to design run all the way. He's going to get around to the corner to the left. He's going to get to the 40-yard line. He turns the corner to the 50. He's going to be bumped out of bounds across the 45 and all the way down to the Atlantic 42-yard line.
We should thank our sponsor, Advent Health, as the official healthcare champion of Volusia County Schools. Advent Health is committed to providing
So that was a designed run all the way by Williams. He took off running the left-hand side. Atlantic almost had him corralled in the backfield. And now they've got 1st and 10, left to right, at the Atlantic 43-yard line. Williams going to put it in the belly of the receiver, right up the middle to the 40, and stood up right there. Excellent tackle by Noah Anderson, the defensive back, and he will get 2 yards up to the 40-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Wolves.
Positive yardage to Deltona brings up 2nd down.
I couldn't quite tell who was the back for the Wolves on that last carry.
Spectators, we ask that you please follow the safety protocols. We
So as soon as I'll get that. We have a change at quarterback already. Here's Elijah Jones. Usually winds up as a receiver, but does play quarterback as well. He is alone in the backfield with 3 receivers, 2 left, single right. And a lot of protection in front of him with 2 tight ends. He's going to take the snap, run to the left, get cut back upfield to the 20, to the 15, and he's going to be wrangled down, all the way back at the 24-yard line of Atlantic. That was the direct snap to the wide receiver Elijah Jones, who has taken snaps at quarterback. He took a few last week against Mainland. And Atlantic looks to run a very similar style of offense to Atlantic. Deltona runs a very similar style of offense to Atlantic, where their quarterback runs to the sideline every play to get the play from the head coach, Jeff Smothers. Now 1st and 10, just north of the 20-yard line of Atlantic, going left to right. Williams back in the gun. Takes the snap, design run to the left. He's going to cut up field. He's going to get past 1 tackler, 2 tacklers to the 10, to the 5, and that is it is Elijah Jones again. He took the direct snap, and he ran around to the right, and nobody in a Sharks uniform could stop him. 6-0 Wolves. 10 minutes, 8 seconds to go on the first quarter clock. So 4 plays, 4 runs, and 62 yards, and a rushing touchdown for Elijah Jones. They're going to go for 2 here instead of kicking. Williams takes the snap, throws to the left-hand side, and it's broken up. A big hit on the play by DeAndre Hamilton for Atlantic, and the 2-point conversion is no good. So with 10 minutes, 8 seconds to go first quarter, it's 6-0 Wolves. This is Atlantic Football on MJT Sports Productions.
Discount propane and Dunkin' Donuts at Deltona.
So after a 4-play, 62-yard drive, all runs, most of them direct snaps to the wide receiver Elijah Jones, the Deltona Wolves have a 6-0 lead. They failed the 2-point conversion. They have a kicker as Lucas Greenwood, but they didn't use him early. And now Deltona will be kicking off left to right. And now the kicker Greenwood is out there. And they kicked it off, but it will be a flag, illegal kick on the Wolves. It'll back him up a little bit. Somebody on the Wolves on the far side was in front of the ball when it was kicked. So they will move it back to the 35-yard line instead of the 40. Deep to receive for the Sharks is Alex Smith. He stands at his own 5-yard line. And Deltona huddling up before a kickoff. Careful they don't try something sneaky here. The kicker is Lucas Greenwood. He has his hand in the air, kicking left to right here into the wind. And he puts his leg through it. It's high and short. It will bounce at the 25-yard line, taken right up the middle by a Sharks player all the way to the 39-yard line, and he is gang tackled there.
39-yard line for Atlantic. Deltona to come out on defense. Atlantic with its first
10 minutes, 2 seconds to go, and Atlantic at the 39-yard line. I could not tell who was on the return. It was not Alex Smith, the intended back. The ball didn't get all the way to the 5-yard line where he was stationed. In fact, they will give him the 38 instead of the 39. And now it's time to see if the work that Coach Brown said they put in on the offensive side of the ball during the week bears fruit here. Killingsworth, they'll work right to left. Killingsworth in the gun, 2 receivers each side. Nobody back there with him. Now man comes in motion, that's Alex Smith. He's going to get the jet sweep handoff, is going to be blown up immediately.
Deltona swarming on defense. He's caught in the backfield for a while.
Big loss on the play for the Sharks as the Wolves blew up that jet sweep all the way back to the 34, 33-yard line. So now it will be 2nd down and 15. 9:28 and counting left to play first quarter. I'm Michael Trevillo. Thank you for joining me tonight on MJT Sports Productions broadcast of Atlantic Sharks football. 2nd down and 15 after the jet sweep went backwards on 1st down. 4 wide, 3 left, single right. Killingsworth takes the snap. It's a screen pass. It's off the hands of the receiver and almost intercepted. Elijah Jones, who scored the touchdown for the Wolves on their opening drive, had his hands on the wicked deflection off of the running back Richard Ballard, who was split out wide to the left. And now the Sharks will try and salvage something on 3rd and 15 from their own 33-yard line. Bright lights are on here at Deltona Stadium on the campus of Deltona High School. 5 wide on 3rd and 15. Oh, they got Deltona to jump off sides. Jaden Kumor, the linebacker, was up on the line looking like a defensive lineman. He really wanted to rush the passer there, knowing the deep threat was coming. But he will be called off sides. That'll move the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. So it will be 3rd down and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go same formation, 5 wide. Linebackers cheat up again for the Deltona Wolves. Killingsworth with 3 receivers to his left. He's all alone in the backfield. He looks to the sideline to get the play. Still waiting, and now one of the wide receivers for Atlantic jumps the gun. That's Alex Smith. And so they'll move it back 5 yards. Back
5 yards.
all the way to the 33-yard line. So we've moved up to the 38. We've moved back to the 33 twice now on penalties consecutively by the Wolves and the Sharks, and offsides and a false start. And we will have a 3rd attempt here at 3rd down and now 15 again. Different formation this time for Atlantic, just 2 wide. A running back on the right is Richard Ballard. He's on the right hip of Killingsworth. Smith comes in motion, no jet sweep to him. Here's the snap to Killingsworth. He rolls right, he slings it over the middle. It's complete, but it'll only get back to the original line of scrimmage. Making the catch was Alex Smith, who motioned in the formation left to right before the snap. In fact, they didn't even quite get back to the line of scrimmage. So now the punting unit comes out. Istvan Wallace will punt for Atlantic. 9 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the first quarter. Back to receive for Deltona is Elijah Jones, but we will have a timeout first. We'll take 1-2. This is Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions. Stay with us. Welcome back to the football stadium on the campus of Deltona High School. Sharks face a 4th down and 12 at their own 42 or 38-yard line. Ball spotted exactly at the 37, apologies. And John Killingsworth and the offense are back out there, so I guess that's why they took the timeout. They're going to go for it here on 4th down, and whistles fly from everywhere, and now it's Deltona is going to take a timeout. So the teams trade timeout on 4th down as they try to counter each other's plays. We'll take the timeout too. This is Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions. So now for the 3rd time, the Sharks will line up 4th down and 11 from their own 37-yard line.
And we're ready to resume play. Let's see who wins this chess match on 4th down.
Both teams have taken a timeout. Killingsworth with one to his right, that's Ballard, and 2 receivers each side. Now Smith goes in motion again, left to right. Killingsworth takes the snap under pressure, rolls to the right. He gets it complete short. Now looking for blockers is Smith. He's going to be short of the 1st down. He's going to get to the 45-yard line, but it's going to be a turnover on downs as Deltona takes over.
Better start here, ladies and gentlemen, as they come back out on offense. Defense does their job and gives the offense some good starting field position for their 2nd possession of the game.
So now with 8 minutes and 54 seconds left in the 1st quarter, Deltona has the ball 1st and 10 at the Atlantic 45-yard line. Chaz Williams in at quarterback. One running back to his right, 2 receivers split out wide to the left, nobody to the right-hand side of the field. Now one man comes in motion left to right. It's going to be a jet sweep coming to the far side, getting a block to the 40, 45, tries to cut back and pushed out of bounds at the 32-yard line. That was Elijah Jones again coming across on the jet sweep. He is the centerpiece of everything Deltona wants to do on offense right now. It'll be a 1st down. Pickup of 13 yards all the way to the 32-yard line of Atlantic. And still Deltona has not attempted a pass yet. But if it ain't broke, why fix it right now for the Wolves? Williams back in at quarterback. They split their 3 receivers all the way to the right this time. Nobody on the left, and a bunch pattern all the way here at the near sideline. Ball spotted right hash. Deltona going right to left. One man in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep to the other side. Cutting back and being swarmed under by a trio of Atlantic Sharks is Anthony and Tanda.
Modest gain there.
And they only gain 1 on the jet sweep as Atlantic finally starting to cue in on it. Dion Eberhardt was back there to make the stop for the Sharks that time. He was the lead tackler. Now the ball goes to the far hash, and the 3 receivers will go all the way out there for Deltona. 2nd down and 9 after the gain of 1 on the jet sweep. 7:25 to go, 1st quarter clock, 6-0 Wolves. Chaz Williams in the gun. He takes the snap. He looks to run. He's going to cut upfield, and he's going to be wrestled down from behind. He's going to fall forward to the 30 and pick up 2 yards.
Quarterback keeper ahead for 2 brings up 3rd down and 7.
So it will be 3rd down and 7 as Williams on the quarterback keeper. He had the option to pitch it to the outside, but nothing was there. And now Atlantic has the chance to get a big stop here on 3rd down. Ball spotted right in the middle at the 30-yard line. Needing to get to the 23 of Atlantic for a 1st down are the Sharks. Clock continues to run here, 6:34 to go 1st quarter, as the sun has now set behind us. here in the press box in Deltona. Two receivers right, single left, one receiver, or one back rather, on the hip of Chaz Williams. Williams takes the snap. He's going to run all the way straight up the middle. He tries to make a cut. He breaks one tackle. He's going to be very close to a first down at the 22-yard line. It's going to be all about the spot of the football, and they will give him the first down.
And that's a first down, ladies and gentlemen. First down, Deltona. The drive continues.
So still have not thrown a pass, the Deltona Wolves.
Advent Health is here for you.
And
with you during every touchdown, every time out, and every season to support you physically, mentally, and spiritually in this game called life.
As the official healthcare champion of Volusia County Schools, Advent Health is committed to providing championship caliber care. With 4 hospitals, 4 urgent care centers, and 6 sports medicine and rehab locations across Volusia County, Advent Health is here to keep your students off the sideline and get them back in the game. Visit adventhealth.com to learn more. And it looks like both teams are taking a knee and a timeout as they've each gone to their respective sidelines. We will take a short break as well and be right back. Well, excuse me, Deltona comes out to the field. We'll keep it right here, as Deltona will have a 1st and 10 at the Atlantic 22-yard line, going left to right. White helmets, blue jerseys, white pants, gray numbers, and white trim. Elijah Jones back in there at quarterback for the Wildcat option. They scored the touchdown with this on the previous drive. Jones looks to run off the left-hand side, stiff-armed to the 15. He gets to the corner, and he's going to be stopped short all the way down at the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal
First down at the 6
for the Wolves.
First and goal for the Wolves.
I'm telling you, once Elijah Jones gets to the edge, he has got good speed and tackle-breaking ability. And we saw it just there as he used a major stiff arm to deny the tackle of Javon Jackson for the Sharks. And now the Wolves set up again as Chaz Williams, the quarterback, runs over to the sideline to get the play. I mentioned right at the top of the broadcast that Deltona was going to throw a bunch of different looks at you with a couple of different quarterbacks. We haven't seen Orion Joyner play quarterback yet, but he is also an option besides Jones and Williams. Now they come up to the line. First and goal from the 6. Chaz Williams in there at quarterback. As they attack the end zone to listeners right. Williams is set. He calls for the ball. He takes the snap. He's going to run right ahead through the middle of the Atlantic Sharks defense. It is going to be tackled at the 2-yard line, so falling forward for a gain of 4.
Great effort forward there at the 2-yard line. Second down and goal.
And I would expect Elijah Jones to go back at quarterback and try and run this one in, although Chaz Williams is not a shabby runner himself. This is the 9th meeting between these two teams since 2004. Deltona leads 5-3, although Atlantic has won the last 2, including a 49-14 decision at home for Atlantic last year. It was the first win for Atlantic in the season since 2012 when they won the matchup 2 years ago. Now 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. In there at quarterback is Elijah Jones as the Wildcat option. He's got 3 receivers to aim at, but he drops the snap. Now he picks it up and looks to run. He's got a lane to the 2, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown for Deltona.
There's a flag on the play, ladies and gentlemen.
There is a flag on the play, but Jones bobbled the snap, then picked it up off the turf and scrambled into the end zone from the 2-yard line. We will see what the penalty is. It looks like Deltona is backing up. It might be a blocking foul, but we'll see. We're going to wait for the referee. It's going to be holding on Deltona, so back him up 15 yards. So instead of 2nd and goal at the 2, they have 2nd and goal at the 13.
That holding penalty is going to back Deltona up.
And so wipe the
12.5-yard line.
Wipe the touchdown for Elijah Jones off the board. 3:56 to go. First quarter, Wolves looking to extend their 6-0 lead. Elijah Jones still in there at quarterback. Deltona not attempted a pass today. Jones is going to kick the ball in the backfield. He's going to be swarmed under back there. He's going to fall forward to the 13-yard line, back to the original line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Excellent penetration by the Sharks. Dion Eberhardt once again led the way for Atlantic on the tackle. But Javon Jackson was also in there. So now 3rd down and goal from the 13-yard line. Deltona with a 6-0 lead. They scored a touchdown on their opening drive of the ball game and then missed a 2-point conversion. Chaz Williams back in the ball game now at quarterback. He takes the snap. He's going to look to throw for the first time. He's looking for the corner of the end zone. It's off the hands of his intended receiver. He was looking for Emmanuel White. And it's incomplete. 4th down and goal from the 13. And based on previous plays, it looks like they're going to go for it as Chaz Williams and the rest of the offense is staying on the field. I do not see Lucas Greenwood, but now he trots out. Lucas Greenwood will be on to extend the lead for the Deltona Wolves.
Greenwood out to attempt the field goal to Deltona to extend their lead.
Chaz Williams is the holder. He's the quarterback, so watch for any funny business here. It will be a 32-yard attempt field goal. He kicks right to left into the slight breeze here in Deltona. Snap is down. Hold is good. Kick is away, and it is short.
Now it falls just short, ladies and
Missed
gentlemen.
it short and left, and the Atlantic Sharks hold on defense. They will get the ball back. And the Sharks will be quickly onto the field to get their game going.
Who have been so supportive of us during these troubled times at Deltona High School, West Volusia Family and Sports Medicine.
They start at their own 13-yard line with 2:51 to go in the first quarter. Atlantic trailing 6-0 and a touchdown on the opening drive rushing by Elijah Jones, a Wildcat quarterback. They missed the 2-point conversion, then they missed a 32-yard field goal, and that is how Atlantic has the ball at their own 13-yard line. Killingsworth out there, right to left. He takes the snap. He rolls to the right. He throws across the middle. It's incomplete. And a late hit high as a flag comes in. The intended receiver for the Sharks was Mason Tandy, and he got level. Excuse me. That was Richard Ballard out of the backfield, and he got leveled. And it looks like we will have a late hit call against Deltona. It was a little out route, about 5 yards to the far sideline. It came off the hands of the receiver Ballard, and then he got drilled up high. Here comes the referee with the call.
These are the kind of penalties to drive us coach nuts, ladies and gentlemen. Deltona doing it.
And it will be a late hit, personal foul. So, 15. It's a 15-yard penalty. So the Sharks now up 2, and it's the 35-yard line. So costly penalty here for Deltona. As a little 5-yard out route after the penalty gains him 15 yards. From the 30-yard line, working right to left, Killingsworth in the gun. 2 receivers each side. Smith goes in motion. No jet sweep this time. Killingsworth moves right. A penalty flag flies. A pass intended for Smith goes incomplete. And it's going to be a holding against Atlantic. So that'll back him up 5 yards. So both teams trading penalties and strategies here early. Remember, on the last Atlantic possession, we had the very strange drive where Atlantic was set up to go for it on 4th down, and then Atlantic called a timeout, and then Deltona called a timeout, and then eventually they came up first. They're going to call illegal shift, not holding. So it's still first down. They're going to back him up to the 20-yard line. 1st and 15, got to get to the 45 for a first down. Atlantic huddling up back near the 20. 2 minutes, 9 seconds to go on a stopped first quarter clock here in Deltona. We thank you for joining us tonight on MJT Sports Productions, your home for Atlantic Sharks athletics. I'm Michael Trevino. A beautiful Friday night, 75 degrees, partly cloudy skies, although you couldn't really tell that now as the sun has gone down. First down and 15 from the 30. Sharks going right to left. Ball at the right hash. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout Atlantic. They will head over to the sideline. We'll take a timeout with them. When we come back, it's 1st and 15 for the Sharks. You're listening to Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions. Welcome back to Deltona Stadium on the campus of Deltona High School, home of the Wolves. And those Wolves currently have a 6-0 lead over the Atlantic Sharks. Atlantic will have a first down and 15 after an illegal shift penalty at their own 30-yard line. They go right to left, silver helmets, white jerseys, black pants, silver numbers, teal trim. John Killingsworth in at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. One receiver on his hip to the left. That's Ballard. Two receivers left, single right. And it looks at another flag flies as there's movement all over the front. Both teams claiming it's on the other one. And they're going to call offsides on Deltona. It's the first time that, or the second time that Deltona's been offsides in this game. If you remember that Jaden Kumor just sort of dived across the line anticipating the snap on the 4th down conversion earlier. So that will go back to the original line of scrimmage as the field position game is played once again by these two teams. First down and 10 from the 35. Killingsworth again in the shotgun. Ballard on his hip to the right. Two receivers each side now. Deltona shows blitz. One man in motion. Killingsworth back to pass. He avoids the rush. He steps up. A flag flies. He throws it to Ballard. It's complete. And Ballard gets up, and then he's hit late again. Patrick Henley hit him as he was, after he had gotten up after receiving the ball. It was a little screen pass to Ballard for no gain. Ballard caught the ball, was laying on the ground, then got up, then got hit by Henley. There are two flags on the play, and we're going to leave it to the crew to sort this one out as some wild, if sloppy play here in the first quarter. There is only 1 minute and 58 seconds to go in it. 6-0 lead for the Wolves here. Deltona 0-3 on the season. They've lost to Seabreeze, DeLand, and Mainland. The Sharks 0-2, losses to Matanzas and Seabreeze. But both teams' schedules get significantly easier going forward. They've both faced a pretty big gauntlet here early in the season. Especially Deltona. DeLand and Mainland back-to-back, that's pretty tough. Deltona and DeLand play the Battle for the Bone rivalry, which Deltona hasn't won since 2007. They lost that game 39-0.
Block on the offense.
So on the offense, it's going to be a chop block. And it's going to be a personal foul, late hit on the defense. It looks like those fouls are going to offset, so we'll have first down once again. But they have moved the ball back here.
Penalties offset. We are going back to first down, ladies and gentlemen.
Whistles all over the place. The ball was spotted at the 32-yard line, and Deltona takes another timeout. their second of the quarter. Both teams have taken 2 timeouts here in the first quarter with 1:58 to go in it. Wolves leading 6-0. We'll be right back. This is Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions. Stay with us. Welcome back to Deltona High School. The Sharks, it seems like we've been on first down for the last 2 years with all the penalties.
We've been in a quagmire of penalties for many a minute here.
1:58 to go in the first quarter. Clock 6-0 Wolves. It'll have first down and 15 for the Sharks after the chop block supersedes the late hit by the Wolves on the last play. Killingsworth in the gun, 2 to each side. Ballard on his left hip. Wolves show blitz. Now man comes in motion. It's going to be a fake, a jet sweep, handed up to Ballard. He falls forward. The ball's on the ground. Deltona thinks they have it, and they do. The Deltona Wolves jump on the bobbled snap from Killingsworth to Ballard, and they will take over.
They will start at the 31 of Atlantic.
So, that drive, no plays, no yards, and a fumble. So now with 1:49 to go in the first quarter, Deltona with the ball at the 31-yard line of Atlantic after the Atlantic fumble. That was a pretty wild sequence. But the Wolves have the football. Chaz Williams back in at quarterback. Just a single receiver left, 2 to the right, ball on the right hash. Wolves attacking left to right here in the first quarter. Handoff. Up the middle, going nowhere is Jaden Kumar. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage and not a yard more. It'll be second down and 10. Nice tackle on the play for Atlantic. Bert Plummer was in on the tackle as well as Ethan Brannon. So now second down and 10 after no gain from the 31-yard line. Chaz Williams in the shotgun formation, just a single receiver to each side. The running back next to him is Xavier Martinez. He hands the ball off to Martinez. Looking left, he has a lane. He cuts to the outside. He's going to go straight up the middle through the Sharks defense and finally be tackled at the 15-yard line for a first down run. But there are flags all over the place.
There's more laundry on the field, folks. Let's see what this one's going to amount to.
And it looks like Deltona's going to back it up. Man, that was an impressive run by Xavier Martinez. He got the ball. He ran around to the left, found a crease, and did not get touched until the safety brought him down to the 15-yard line for Atlantic.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the last 10 minutes of this
That was
game,
Levante Reed,
one step up, 2 steps back,
but
both teams hoping that
it
Deltona
will
can
be
get on track and
an illegal block penalty.
both teams line up.
That pushes the Wolves back, so it'll be first down and 20 after the 10-yard penalty. Ball spotted at the 42-yard line of Atlantic. 38 seconds to go first quarter. Williams takes the snap, handoff, and immediately there are flags. He handed it off to Martinez, but the play is blown dead. It's going to be a false start, moving them back again, so it'll be now second and 25 for the Wolves.
I believe, ladies and gentlemen, we've had an equivalent amount of flags to plays run tonight.
32 seconds to go in the first quarter. Wolves with a 6-0 lead. A penalty fest here in the first quarter as both schools have kind of shot themselves in the foot on offense with penalties. Ball spotted at the Atlantic 48-yard line. Got to get all the way to the 22 for a first down. Williams hands the ball off. Martinez up the middle into the crowd. The pile is pushing forward to the 38-yard line. It'll be stopped right there. And with only 10 seconds left to go on a running first quarter clock, I think that will be it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to bring to an end.
And that will be the end of a penalty-laden first quarter. It's the Deltona Wolves 6, the Atlantic Sharks nothing. Come back after the break. This is Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions. Welcome back to Deltona Stadium on the campus of Deltona High School here in Central Florida. The Deltona Wolves lead the Atlantic Sharks 6-0 as we flip the field for the second quarter, but 12 minutes on the second quarter clock. And it will be 3rd down and 16 for the Wolves after 2 penalties backed them up and then a Martinez run pushed them forward. Penalties certainly the story of the first quarter as both teams struggled to move the ball on offense because of all the flags on the field. Here we go, 3rd down and 16. Deltona at the 32-yard line of Chaz Williams. Back to pass. He's going to be pressured. He's going to be sacked all the way back at the 44-yard line. Dion Eberhardt got back there and dropped him for the Sharks, and it will be 4th down.
4th down upcoming.
Williams dropped back to pass. There was nobody to throw it to, and Eberhardt on a late linebacker blitz got back there. So certainly the Sharks defense has looked sharper tonight than in their opening 2 contests. As the punting unit will be out on the field. Punting is Lucas Greenwood. Back deep to receive is Alex Smith. He stands all the way back at the goal line to the left side of the broadcast booth. Now they're going to switch up and go for it. It's going to be a direct snap. Jones throws over the middle. It's caught. It's going to be close to a first down, but he's going to be short. Elijah Jones tried the jump pass over the middle. It was complete, but is going to be short. I'm trying to see who caught the football for the Wolves. It is Jaden DeLeo who made the catch. And now he was about 4 yards short, so now at the 29-yard line, the Sharks take over. It was a fake punt. It went the direct snap to Elijah Jones. Then he tried the jump pass to DeLeo, and it did not work. So the Sharks take over. They'll move left to right in the second quarter. Silver helmets, white jerseys, black pants, teal trim down the sides. They go left to right. Killingsworth under center for the first time today. Ballard behind him. He's going to take the snap. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to run around to the left-hand side a long way. He gets back to the line of scrimmage and not much more as he's out along the far sideline. That's the Atlantic sideline out there. And they'll say he gained about 2, so it'll be 2nd down and 8 at the 31. So it was a fake handoff, but it wasn't a play action because Killingsworth rolled all the way out to the far sideline, got back to the original line of scrimmage, then fell forward for 2 yards as he was being pushed out of bounds. Ran about 15 yards to gain 2 there, did Killingsworth, and now it will be 2nd down and 8. Killingsworth now alone in the gun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Tight end set to the left as well. Killingsworth against the blitz, takes the snap, gets the pass out there quickly. It's incomplete. Threw it a little bit over the head of the intended receiver of Mason Tandy. And it will be 3rd down and 8.
3rd and 8.
Excuse me, that was not Mason Tandy on the reception. It was Matthew Demetrios out there on the far sideline. So now 3rd down and 8. Haven't seen one of the patented Killingsworth long bombs today. That's because Deltona's been bringing pressure pretty much every play. No time to sit in the pocket and find a receiver downfield. So now it will be 3rd down and 8. From their own 32-yard line, going left to right. Ball spotted left hash. Killingsworth again in the gun. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Tight end also left. He takes the snap. Here comes the blitz. He runs to the right. He's going to try and scramble for it. He's pulled down. The ball comes out. They're going to say it's an incomplete pass, but it is 3 and out.
Deltona with the hold there. You got to say Gary Meadows is excited on the side. Look at him jumping up and down there, ladies and gentlemen.
As from the backside, Brandon Johnson came on a linebacker blitz, and I tell you, he was flying. He hit Killingsworth from behind, and out comes the punting unit as Istvan Wallace is going to come on to do the punting. Elijah Jones going to go back deep to receive. Wallace standing at his own 20-yard line. Also back to receive Jude Santana. They both stand just shy or just past the 40-yard line for Deltona. Punt is away from Wallace. It goes high and short. It's going to bounce and just sit right at the Atlantic 42-yard line, and that is where
Straight up punt.
the Wolves will take over.
Deltona to take over on downs. We should continue to thank our sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. We have Mel.
So from the 42-yard line with 10 minutes, 18 seconds to go on the 2nd quarter clock, the Deltona Wolves take over.
We appreciate your patronage. So good to see people back at this field.
This is the first home game for Deltona on the season. Chaz Williams in the gun, nobody back there with him. 1st and 10 from the Atlantic 42. Going left to right, he takes the snap. He's going to look to run immediately. He's going to be chased down, and he's going to be brought down. He tried to run around to the left, and he was tackled there.
Williams couldn't get to the edge there. He's brought down in the backfield for a slight loss.
Loss of 2 on the play as he tried to roll left against the rush, and the Atlantic defense has been having some success. Jeremiah Lindsay was the first man to him. Jairus Hawkins was also back there for Atlantic. Now Deltona breaks the huddle. They got 2nd down and 12 from the 44-yard line of Atlantic. Going right to left here in the 2nd quarter. 9:28 in it and counting. 2 receivers left, single right. Tight end on each side. That is Elijah Jones alone in the gun. Jones going to run straight ahead. He bounces it outside. He's going to cut back. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to get to the 40. He's going to go to the 30, to the far side 20, 15, 10, 5. He's got the speed. He's looking for the pylon. And he is out at the 1-yard line. Elijah Jones looked to be dead to rights by 2 Atlantic defenders in the backfield. He made a jump cut to the right-hand side, and then he sprinted down the far right-hand sideline, and he was pushed out of bounds at the 1-yard line. So it will be 1st down and goal from the 1. And the Wolves are now set up to increase their 6-0 lead.
Let's see what offensive coordinator Kose dials up now for the Wolves. First and goal with the 1.
It's very dark down there on the far side of the stadium, so if I apologize if I miss anything. It's going to be Jones alone in the gun again from the 1-yard line. 2 tight ends in a heavy set. He's going to run straight ahead to the goal line. Did he get there? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Deltona. It is the second direct snap for Elijah Jones as he's run it in this game.
Touchdown on the direct snap. Deltona out to a 12-0 lead.
3 plays, 42 yards, and a touchdown. The biggest one, a 43-yard run. That was after the penalty to set Deltona up at the 1-yard line. And the second touchdown of the game for Elijah Jones. Let's see if they're set up to go for 2 again. They tried and failed the first time. They are set up to go for 2 once again. Chaz Williams in the gun. Nobody back there with him. 3 receivers to aim at. 2 left, single right. 2 tight ends left. Straight ahead goes Williams on a direct snap. He cuts around to the left. He's going to dive for the goal line, and he's got it in.
And the 2-point conversion is good.
It's a 2-point conversion. A rushing play by Williams.
Great run by Williams.
And now, with 8 minutes, 52 seconds to go in the second quarter, it's 14-0 Wolves over the Sharks. We'll be back in a minute. This is Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions.
Gentlemen, we're only here because we're practicing safe social distancing. When next to each other, please make sure that you are wearing your mask. We need to keep each other safe, keep our student athletes and our student body safe. Thank you very much for your patronage today. We appreciate it. Deltona High School coming out on fire thus far. Looking for its first win of the season, off to a good start. Let's see where the defense can take them as we...
Getting ready to kick the ball off again is Lucas Greenwood. He'll kick left to right for the Wolves after their touchdown to make the game 14-0 Deltona here. 8:52 to go. Second quarter, it's a squib kick right down the middle of the field. Deltona dives on it, but nobody for Atlantic touched the football. Did it go 10 yards? It did. It went 10 yards, and they get him on the squib kick.
Greenwood with a fantastic kick there.
And Deltona will take over again.
Let's see what we can do with this one, ladies and gentlemen. Set up a good field
Looking to blow this game wide open. 14-0 already. 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes 52 to go in the second quarter. And they will have the ball from the Atlantic 46. So once again, field position biting Atlantic in the butt, as it has been the first 2 games of the season. Elijah Jones is out there. He's the single man in the backfield at quarterback. But again, he's mostly a runner. 2 receivers left, single right, ball in the middle of the field at the 46-yard line. 1 man comes in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep left to right, cutting forward to the 40, to the 35, 30 in the clear, and to the 15, the 10, the 5, 1 man to beat. He cuts it back into the end zone. 1 play and a 46-yard rushing touchdown for Jude Santana.
Touchdown by Jude Santana. Deltona adds another 6 to the score.
And Deltona, after a very slow first quarter, has turned up the pressure. A rushing touchdown from a yard out.
Well, Deltona's gone for 2 every time with
And
the ball. Let's see if that trend continues.
They're going to go for 2 again here.
Certainly looks that way.
The one time Lucas Greenwood attempted a field goal, he was short from 32 yards. Chaz Williams on the field, set up to go for 2. Oh, they've changed their strategy. Greenwood is on the field. It was a late transition into the extra point formation. Here's the snap. Placement is good, and the kick is good. So with 8:36 to go, in the first quarter. It's Wolves 21, Sharks nothing. We'll be back after this. This is Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions.
With a tremendous kickoff leading to the turnover. Tremendous run followed by the extra point. Deltona up 21-0 in the second quarter. It's not often in today's world, ladies and gentlemen, that you hear the word free, but that's just exactly what we have coming up for you right after tonight's game. We have the fifth quarter get-together sponsored by the Deltona High FCA right across the street at Four Towns Community Church.
Quickly back to the line to kick it off is Lucas Greenwood and the Deltona Wolves. After the one-play, 46-yard rushing touchdown off a jet sweep to Jude Santana gave the Wolves a 21-0 lead after the squib kickoff was recovered. So now Atlantic's got to be ready for a little bit of chickeration. Ball at the 40-yard line, kicking left to right with the wind is Greenwood. This time he's going to kick it short and high in the air. It's going to bounce at the 30. Deltona's going to dive on it. Nobody from the Sharks picked up the football. Now somebody gets it in a silver helmet. Marion Washington finally picked up the pieces. Nobody attacked the ball for Atlantic, but finally, Marion Washington dove on it, and they will have the football at their own 25-yard line. 24-yard line, actually.
First down for Atlantic. Deltona back out on defense.
8 minutes, 32 left to go in the first half. Wolves with a 21-0 lead, looking for their first win of the year. Atlantic still looking for their first points of the season. It's been a lot of penalties tonight between both teams, but mostly when Atlantic's had the ball on offense, as it's just sort of waffled back and forth and back and forth. But Atlantic has not gotten past the 50 yet tonight, as they look to here. Ball at their own 25-yard line, 1st and 10, going left to right. Killingsworth under center, 3 receivers to aim at. He hands the ball off to Richard Ballard right up the middle, and the pile falls forward for 1 yard. Advent Health is here for you and with you during every touchdown, every timeout, and every season to support you physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally in this game called life. Advent Health is on your team, and they're here to help you. Feel whole. Advent Health is a proud supporter of Volusia County School Athletics. Visit adventhealth.com to learn more. After the gain of 2, up the middle by Ballard, it will be 2nd down and 8. Killingsworth under center, hands the ball to Ballard, straight up the middle again, trying to push the pile, and he may have gotten 1 more yard.
Ran into a brick wall there, also known as the Deltona defensive front.
And so 2 dives straight up the middle to Richard Ballard. That time he didn't get anywhere, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8.
3rd down and 8 upcoming.
From the 27-yard line of Atlantic. Again, we haven't really seen the John Killingsworth drop back and throw a bomb down the field yet this game, but Deltona has brought pressure pretty consistently from the linebackers and sometimes even the corners as well, and has not allowed Killingsworth any time to really stand in the pocket and deliver. But now he's got to get something here on 3rd down and 8. Killingsworth back in the gun. Ballard to his left, 2 receivers each side. Linebackers creep up to the line again for Deltona. Back to pass, here comes the blitz. Killingsworth launches it down the field. It's going to be intercepted. It was a one-on-one matchup between Marion Washington and DeAndrick Patterson. And DeAndrick Patterson picked it off. It was an all-out blitz from Deltona, and Killingsworth just had to throw it up for grabs.
I guarantee you that Coach Robinson's happy. I can hear him screaming in the booth next to me. We've got the board.
And now Deltona will go back on offense. They will have the ball at their own 45-yard line. 6:34 to go, second quarter. After the interception by DeAndre Patterson. Both teams on the sidelines want to get your business on the air in front of the Atlantic fans. If you would like to advertise via MJT Sports Productions, the official play-by-play internet radio partner of Atlantic High School, as a sponsor of Atlantic Athletics, please email the Atlantic High School Athletic Director, Tron Griffin, at tdgriffy@volusia.k12.fl.us. That's tdgriffi at volusia.k12.fl.us. So Deltona back on the field offensively at their own 45-yard line, working left to right. They've got a 21-0 lead. There's 6 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the first half. Low snap to Williams. He's going to throw a screen to Jones, who makes one man miss, makes another man miss, gets a block to the 40, to the 45, 30.
Oh, what a move there, what a key block.
And out just past the 30-yard line for Jones.
Tremendous run there, spun by a clean block on the outside.
Very nice blocking down the field after the screen for Deltona. And the Wolves will have 1st and 10. I'm looking to see where the chain gang sets up. It's going to be at the Atlantic 27-yard line. Let's see who the Wolves have at quarterback this time out. It will be Chaz Williams again. Xavier Martinez on his hip to his left. 3 receivers to the left-hand side. That's near side. Nobody out to the far side. Williams, the direct snap. He hands it to Martinez. Martinez right up the middle. He's tripped up and then brought down after a nice gain of 8 yards.
Looks like about 8 yards, brings up 2nd and 2.
So it'll be 2nd down and 2, ball spotted right at the 20-yard line of Atlantic.
Offensive line doing a tremendous job tonight.
Williams back out there. Now we shift the formation to the left, to the right-hand side. That's the far sideline. Ball on the right hash going right to left. 5:47 to go, first quarter. Williams with Martinez in the backfield. Snap to Williams. He's going to run right up the middle. He's going to fall forward for 1st down yardage. It's going to be close, but he will get there. I do want to remind you that the lights don't really cover the left-hand side of the field. It's kind of dark down there, so forgive me if I missed anything. It is 1st and 10 for the Wolves, and we will have a timeout on the field. So when we come back, it will be 1st and 10 Wolves at the Atlantic 15-yard line. You're listening to Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions. Stay with us. Welcome back to the campus of Deltona High School. Wolves have a 21-0 lead and looking to increase it. They've got 1st down and 10 from the Atlantic 15-yard line. Going right to left, white helmets, blue jerseys, white pants, gray numbers, white and blue trim. Chaz Williams is in the gun with Xavier Martinez there. 3 receivers all split out to the left-hand side. That's the near side. Williams takes the snap, hands it to Martinez right up the middle. He's going to be dragged down from behind. Excellent tackle in the hole by Jarius Hawkins. And if he doesn't make that tackle, I think Martinez is gone to the house. It will be an 9-yard pickup to the 11. So it'll be 2nd down and 1. Or it's third down and 1. Nope, the chain gang just flipped it again. 2nd down and 1. We do appreciate our volunteer chain gang. We do. 2nd and 1 after the run by Martinez. They'll split the 3 receivers all the way to the right in the bunch formation. Nobody left. Williams puts it in the belly of Martinez straight up the middle. He's going to have a 1st down and more.
Martinez with his 2nd consecutive run. This leads to a 1st down. Deltona.
And he's going to be down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
1st and goal, Deltona.
1st and goal now from the 9 for the Wolves, with a 21-0 lead, with 4 minutes and 2 seconds and counting on this running 2nd quarter clock. First down and goal from the 9. Williams in the gun. Martinez is back there. They've got this bunch formation, 3 receivers once again to the left-hand side. Elijah Jones is the danger man in that group. Here's Martinez up the middle looking for a lane. He dives forward towards the goal line. He's going to be down at the 2-yard line.
Martinez with his 3rd consecutive run. He's a workhorse.
3 consecutive runs for Martinez. Jacob Williams brought him down for the Sharks. But it will be 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Williams again. This time Jaden Kumor is the back as Martinez goes to the sidelines. 2nd and goal from the 2. Handoff. Kumor up the middle trying to get through. He does. Touchdown. He fought through about 3 or 4 Sharks defenders, and Jaden Kumor has a rushing touchdown.
Jaden Kumor with a touchdown for Deltona High School. 4th rushing touchdown on the night, ladies and gentlemen, for Deltona High.
And Deltona now with a 27-0 lead.
Line to clear that path thus far.
So now 2 rushing touchdowns by Elijah Jones, 1 by Jude Santana, and now 1 by Jaden Kumor. They're going to go for 2 again, as they like to do. It's going to be a direct snap to Jones. Jones powers forward on the left-hand side, and he is in. So now, with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the first half, it's 29-0 Wolves. We'll be back after this short break. This is Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions.
Deltona with a 29-0 lead as they get ready to kick off.
Deltona getting ready to kick off again. They have a 29-0 lead over the Atlantic Sharks. That last rushing touchdown was scored by Jaden Kumor, their 4th on the 1st quarter. And they go for 2 every time except the last time when the field goal was good. Remember, we saw a squib kick that Deltona picked up, and then a kickoff the last time that Deltona almost picked up. The kickoff goes high and short. It's going to be caught at the 30-yard line, dropped, but then recovered by Richard Ballard.
Caught, dropped, and then recovered. Deltona swarms on.
And Atlantic will have the football
Ladies and gentlemen, you have
at their own
no
36-yard line.
student athletes here today to be
2
able to
minutes,
play
38
for the
seconds to
crowd.
go
They're so
here in the
excited
first
and
half.
gearing up for this.
We thank you for spending your Friday evenings with us as you have the last couple of weekends. I'm Michael Toretto, and this is MJT Sports Productions, your home for Atlantic Sharks Athletics.
We hope that you follow through and come back. Hopefully you're having a good time. We know we are up here in the booth.
Atlantic now in the huddle back at the 30. They'll start from their own 36. have once again struggled to move the football tonight because Deltona has basically been sending both linebackers every play. No time for Killingsworth to do anything. Killingsworth with Ballard to his left and 2 receivers each side. Linebackers show blitz again. Man in motion, fake the jet sweep. They hand it to Ballard, and he is going to be swarmed under by about 5 or 6 blue jerseys. Gavin Simmons led the way from the linebacker spot, and it's going to be a loss of about 5 back to the 31-yard line. Once again, both receivers just crashing through the middle, or both linebackers, sorry, crashing through the middle for Deltona, not giving the offensive line for Atlantic any time to react at all. And it will be 2nd down and 15. Killingsworth gets the play, runs it back to the huddle. 1:55 and counting on the second quarter clock. Both teams tonight looking for their first win of the year. Deltona 0-3, Sharks 0-2. And the Wolves are well on their way. They lead 29-0 approaching halftime here. Killingsworth in the shotgun formation, 2 receivers each side. 1 man in motion. Killingsworth takes the snap, rolls to his left, now throws short over the middle. It's caught, and back to the original line of scrimmage before he is taken down is Matthew Dimitrios.
The first passing completion of the day for Atlantic. Deltona stopped that.
And so the clock will continue to, the clock will continue to run. A minute left now. It'll be 3rd down and 11. Ball spotted at the 30. Oh, no, they've got, it'll be 3rd down and 10 as the ball is right back to the original line of scrimmage at the 39-yard line. I incorrectly stated that it was the 36 earlier. My apologies. After the pass play to Dimitrios got the yardage back that they lost on 1st down due to a run play that went backwards. And they're taking a long time to get this play off and eventually call a timeout, will Atlantic, with 20 seconds left to go. So we will take a short break. When we come back, it's 20 seconds left to go in the first half. Wolves 29, Sharks nothing. This is Atlantic Sports. This is Atlantic Football on MJT Sports Productions.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't realize, Advent Health is the official healthcare champion of Volusia County Schools. They want you to start living your best life. Play hard, eat clean, run big, because they're here to help heal what hurts. Peace of mind and increased spirit. With the latest medical innovation and whole person care.
It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Sharks. They're just setting up now. 20 seconds left to go in the half.
AdventHealth.com to learn more.
Killingsworth takes the snap. Now the pressure comes. He rolls to his left. He fires it deep down the field. He's got a receiver out there, and he's just short of the receiver, who was a Marion Washington, and Washington had the end zone in his sights. So now it'll be 4th and 10 with 12 seconds left on the clock, and you got to go for this. I don't really think that you could afford to punt it away here with 12 seconds to go. Might as well just launch it down the field, as the offense is indeed staying down the field. That's the first time tonight we've seen Killingsworth really have time to get a big pass launched down the field. Excuse me, that's the second time. The first time it was intercepted.
We're over on the Deltona side of the field. With 12 seconds left in the half.
And the ball is being flipped to the other side of the field. Deltona's offense is on the field. I thought it was 4th down. Oh. Okay, I've been correctly informed by the official up here in the booth. It was roughing the passer. I did not see a penalty flag out there, but they're going to move it forward, and this will be the Sharks' first foray into Wolves territory. With 12 seconds left to go, they'll have a first down and 10 at the Wolves' 46-yard line. They're going to have one play. No, they're going to take a knee. Killingsworth is going to take a knee. Marion Washington was in at quarterback. He's going to take a knee, and we will head to halftime break. Your score, the Deltona Wolves 29, the Atlantic Sharks nothing. We will be back after halftime. This is Atlantic Sports on MJT Sports Productions. Don't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Scorpio's Pizza with us here tonight, and they were running a Deltona gets the halftime score, and the winner tonight is Jerome. Jerome, congratulations, and enjoy your $50 gift card to Scorpio's Pizza of Deltona, a proud sponsor of Deltona football. Ladies and gentlemen, on the field now we have the Blue Brigade.
Now entering the field, the pride of Deltona, the Deltona High School Blue Brigade Marching Band. The Brigadiers, Victoria Catalano. The woodwind captain is Ada McLarnon. The brass captain is Michael Silva. The percussion captain is Jorge Mancera Alfaro. And the color guard captain is Larisbel Romero. Drum major Charles Tanner, is your band ready? Performing their 2020 program, When You Wish Upon a Band, Deltona High School is proud to present the Blue Brigade.
on the 2-point conversion, so it is still 36-0 Wolves. 6-0 Wolves over the Sharks midway through the third quarter. As Greenwood gets set up, kick it away from the 40-yard line. Back deep to receive is out today. It's going to be...
Is Deltona High School this evening. Too many penalties, marring an otherwise dominant performance.
Enemy with penalties tonight, because after a slow first quarter, marred by those penalties, they've really had their way on offense, running the ball, and now long and straight, and it's going to come out to the 20-yard line. Feel your best, physically, mentally, and you take control of your health. It's time to feel whole. Advent Health is a proud supporter of Volusia County. Visit adventhealth.com to learn more.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the correct call.
We have not seen for Deltona Orion Joyner. He's 3 for 12, has not played a snap tonight at quarterback. Jones and Williams, but now Atlantic back on